horrifying bird.
It's not my intention.
Das Pinkus.
Das Pinkus.
Das Pinkus.
I imagine that's his catchphrase in his sitcom. Das Pinkus.
Welcome back to I Seduce the Dragon. This is an actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast featuring 5 professional women playing in the world of Icewind Dale, the Rime of the Frostmaiden. My name is Jess. I'm your DM. And you know what? Before I keep going, I'm going to let everybody know that we have officially entered the end game for season 2.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm not sure how many episodes we have left, but it is definitely in the low single digits. So get ready to turn up the intensity. And in that spirit, this week's Icewind Dale breaker is, what is the lie your character tells themselves?
My name is Rime Keely. I play as Erastus Brainerd the 12th, Satyr Artificer, and the lie that he tells himself is that the Fae Kingdom will be totally fine if he doesn't go back.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I know. Just keep repeating it and it'll come true.
It's like when you ignore jury summons. Eventually they just stop, right?
Or isn't that how the secret works? I am manifesting that it's going to be okay.
You're putting the energy out.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the secret. You're inviting the survival of your kingdom.
My cousin actually did get a bench warrant for ignoring jury service.
No, I know. There are actual consequences.
Yeah.
That's my point.
Okay.
And obviously you would want to do your civic duty because who doesn't want to do their civic duty?
Yeah, don't get me started on the jury duty rant, guys. It's important. You need to do
I
it.
just want to get picked so badly. I go on to get picked so badly, and I never get picked.
Yeah.
I got picked. I did one time and it was delightful, and I hope for summons every day. You know, I like to have an opinion.
It sounds like the name, though, of a romantic song. I wish for a summons every day.
God, we're nerds.
Yeah. I mean, we already were nerdy enough to have D&D podcasts, but now everyone knows we're nerdy enough that we also aspire to be a juror, which I think is like even
That's like a
dorkier.
different level, for sure.
Yeah.
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 All right. God. My name is Cristina Van Epps. I play Tohri Cole. He is the half-elf rogue / barbarian of the party. And the lie that Tohri tells himself is that everything is going to be okay.
That was mine. That was mine. That's mine, Cristina.
I was trying to think, is there one that's like not depressing? And the answer is no. Tohri lies to himself that this is fine and everything's going to be okay, like every day of his life.
Relatable.
You know, that's actually kind of a good mantra to have anyway. I mean it in your life, to just meditate on the idea everything's going to be okay.
Sometimes you got to wake up, lie to yourself a little bit, and you push through.
All right. Gold star for mental health for Tohri Cole.
Yep, the paragon of wellness. Absolutely.
That is the cliffhanger of the season. Or the twist.
It's a plot twist.
Yeah.
Tori's been going to therapy. That's where he disappears every once in a while.
Yep.
I'm Dana. I'm playing Gentry Rose Bitter Creek Dumont, and the lie that Gentry tells herself is that she can fix them.
Oh.
Oof.
That seems right and true.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, tragic.
Hi, I'm Flanders. I play what's her name? Martha Sinclair Cole. The Cole's back, baby.
Oh, that's true. I should be hyphenating as well. Yes.
Yeah, I stopped hyphenating for a bit, but oh yeah, you know after last episode, it's back on. And the lie that Martha tells herself is that she can kill anything she sets her mind to, which is why Martha's like super gung-ho about this god killing thing. It also just is going to look so fucking cool on a pamphlet.
I don't know if that counts as a lie she tells herself if I do truly think she believes it.
I mean, she believes it, but I think it's still false.
What's the difference between manifesting and a lie?
Being wrong.
The
You
result.
can just be wrong. Yeah. But also, like, there's a difference between knowingly lying and just being incorrect.
Yeah, exactly. And Martha's so often wrong. Like, but about like math and
Yeah.
very simple concepts.
I think that's a good lie, though. I feel like a lie you tell yourself is one that, like, if you give it too much thought, it's going to destroy your worldview. So you have to, like, you do believe it, but out of desperation.
Yeah, or just intelligence, lack thereof.
Or that. You've all come together.
Some of us have.
Wink. We're the worst. Oh my God.
Awful. Gross. After the party's been split for over 2 months, you have all regrouped. And now the plan is to cross the sea to get to the Isle of Solstice. When we left off, you had each retired to your beds. Erastus went to snuggle with Sven. Tohri knocked on Martha's door. And Gentry.
She knocked on her own door.
Woof.
Cursed euphemism.
And now, the fortress is quiet. The dale is silent. The night is black. Somewhere overhead, Arl flies through the sky on her rock, casting her spell once again that will prevent the next day's sun from rising. Erastus, you dream. In this dream, you stand before the source of dusk magic, the magic of your court. An enormous pillar of blue energy flows from the ground to the sky, straight as a violin string. The energy moves fast, but it's sparse, and the flow stutters briefly from time to time. You watch it move, and you hear a voice. That doesn't look good, does it? Asmodeus steps beside you, his hands clasped behind his back. He wears simple but finely made clothes, a button-down shirt over tasteful slacks, a sword at his belt. Yes, Dana?
I love a tasteful slack.
Tasteful slacks.
What is it?
Tasteful slacks.
What is it? Breeches? What do men wear? Like, that's so...
Britches.
Britches.
Breeches?
Breeches?
Even worse. Worse.
Instead, you're envisioning a pleated front khaki.
Leggings.
Legging. No.
If I were a sexter and a sexy man was like, I'm wearing, what is it? Respectable slacks?
Tasteful. Tasteful slacks.
Tasteful slacks.
Tasteful slacks.
Wearing some tasteful slacks.
Well, they're the counterpoint to those tasteless, bedazzled,
True.
codpiece.
No, I mean,
leather
I'm not
pants.
saying that there's like another way to describe it. I'm just like,
Are they pleated front?
I was also wondering that. I am thinking algebra teacher a little bit.
Dockers. Yeah. Ugh.
I think it depends on how they're worn.
Yeah.
Oh, you fuck with a pleated front slack, Jess?
No.
I guarantee Asmodeus can pull off a pleated front slack. Sorry.
Ugh. I'm sure he can. I'm not thinking about that.
It's the kind that balloons around the hips and then goes straight down.
The jodhpurs? Jodhpurs? Tasteful jodhpurs.
He's wearing regular pants that aren't weird. Asmodeus steps up next to you wearing not weird pants. Not weird pants, not weird shirt, not weird shoes. And he says, "Is this looking familiar?"
I shrug.
He shrugs as well. "That's not why I'm paying you a visit, Highness.
Then why?
I'm here to let you know I won't be around as much anymore, unfortunately."
Ah. New project? Something came up? Tell me more.
When the time is right.
Sir, you came into my dream, clearly dropping some, I don't know. I'm going to call this commentary hanging chads. So if you're just going to come in and like sprinkle subterfuge, that's cool. But you came here for a reason, you might as well tell me.
I just want to let you know that as your magic fades and your light dies...
You assume that I care about my mortality. Or immortality. Why are you trying to get involved, bro?
Well, simply, I can help you. I'll leave you a way to contact me. And he snaps his fingers, and Sven appears, looking surprised. He says, "Sven, catch!" And he throws to Sven a glittering box. Sven catches it and looks up shocked. And Asmodeus snaps again, and Sven's gone.
Ugh, what a fucking cock tease. Yada, 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 not a lot of information. Buddy, you're gonna have to be a little more specific on the things you're suggesting I do. I am not that smart. Remember, Oblex brain, even with the healing, like, that neuroplasticity is gonna take a long time to regroove my gray matter.
Let me put it in language that's easier to understand.
Thank you. A picture book would be helpful.
He gestures to the faltering stream, and he leans over your shoulder, and he speaks very softly right next to your ear as he points at it. He says, "That stream right there is the source of your, boop, fey magic. And as it fades, so too will any of the magic that you like to use. No elixirs, no acid splash, no magic at all eventually. I'm sure that you have the creativity and resourcefulness to live a very satisfying, mundane life, but if you ever just fiend for that magic again, just put the key in the lock and turn."
Why do you think the way of life in the Feywild should continue as is?
Oh, I'm sure I have no opinion on the matter.
Neither do I, and that's kind of the problem you're running into, sir, is that I have no opinion, therefore I cannot make a choice.
And with that, I bid you adieu, Highness. He does a low bow.
I give him a courtly bow back with a lot of flourish. Am rolling for performance. 26.
26! You bring a bright smile to his face. "Sorry about Sven, by the way," as he's walking away. He says, "But I'll get you another one, eventually."
Ooh, can I pick?
And he steps off into the darkness. Savage.
I was going to say love him and leave him, but doesn't even love him.
At least I'm not killing him.
You're not.
Sometimes you are, actually.
Occasionally, you are a little bit killing him.
Not this one specifically.
Not actively at this moment.
Yeah, not this one.
He tried to, but he didn't succeed.
Yeah, and I'm not currently attempting.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
This episode goes out to Donnell Floyd, one of our best friends on Patreon. Thank you, Donnell, for subscribing. We couldn't do this without you. Gentry.
Oh no.
You're dreaming,
Do I have to?
drifting in unconscious peace.
Can I roll to have a good dream, not bad dream?
There's a rule in D&D which states the DM should never allow you to roll on something that is impossible.
Okay, but can I choose to receive prayer? Can I choose to... Okay, I just don't want to talk to my mom after what I just did.
At least light a candle first, you know?
Yeah.
She didn't poop.
Well, do we know that for sure?
I guess we don't. Cutting all of that out.
Jesus Christ.
Gentry,
Mm-hmm.
you fall asleep and you're walking. Your surroundings crystallize into a wide, bright hallway made of stone, lined with rugs, walls with tapestries. And along one side, statue after statue after statue, enormous works of art. And you're walking. And then there's another set of footsteps beside you. Walking with you, not saying a word.
Like right next to me?
Right next to you.
Do I recognize any of the tapestries? Is there any indication of what this stone tapestry-lined place is?
Roll history or divinity.
So I'll roll divinity because I have a +3 to that now, and I have a +0 to history, so that is a 19.
With a 19 divinity check, this place is divine. You can feel it in the walls and in the tapestries and in the floor. The entire place glows to your eyes with godly energy. It's an ancient place, an evil place, despite its beautiful facade.
So I am walking down the hall, but I stop.
You stop. Your companion takes another 2 steps and turns to look down at you with a pleasant smile. It doesn't have to be this way, sweetness.
What way?
The hard way. Just join me.
No, I'd rather not.
When we come face to face, and she bends down closer to you, I won't kill you. I mean, I will, but you'll absorb into me. You'll live on in me. But I don't have to. Change your mind. Join my growing empire. You belong here.
Isn't this a little embarrassing for you? I mean, it's a little bit cringe that you keep showing up. It's cute almost. I gotta admire the spirit, but no. And I boop her nose. She's bent over.
Roll charisma check.
11.
You make contact with her nose, and she blinks surprised and stands up. And she says, "Insolent." She looks up at the statue that you are both standing in front of. It's a heavy sculpture, thick, like a suit of armor with flames licking out between every crevice. The sculpture itself is 20 feet tall, rendered with exquisite detail, like a Caravaggio. It's gorgeous, but scary. Have you heard of Moloch?
No, is that your dog or something?
In a way. Moloch once also rebelled against me. Now, one of my favored lieutenants.
Well, see, to rebel against you, you'd have to actually be first under your authority. So, I mean, that's on him, I guess.
She continues looking up at it. I think he'll have plenty to teach you about contrition.
I don't really even know what that means.
You've got one last way out, sweetness. Because I won't be back until we meet in person.
Thank you. Then goodbye. Good riddance. Don't let the ugly statue fall over you on the way out. Fond farewells. I'm so over this. It's been cool, I guess. But go away. I have way more important things to handle than you.
Your friends, your family, your life, your loved ones. Do you think any of them are safe?
I do. And at least I have those things. You don't have any of those things, and you never will. You don't even know how to be loved or experience love, and your life is so empty, and it's really sad. But I don't care, actually, and I'm gonna go now.
Oh, by all means, please.
Okay. Okay, so bye, then.
She stands waiting for you to leave.
Also, your tapestries are ugly, too.
Cool.
I thought you were leaving.
I just wanted to say that one last thing, because they are.
Okay.
Bye. I walk out.
You turn, you walk down the hall. There's not an exit. It extends in front of you as far as you can see.
I wake up. Did I wake up? Can I, in a dream state, open myself up for prayer?
Are you asking me, sweetness?
No. Why are you still why is this one of those things like, are you checking out my ass?
Yeah, bloomers do a lot for me.
Hot bloomer summer.
They do tend to have that effect on folks. I'm not going to ask you how to get out of here, so I guess we're at a stalemate, because I'm just going to stand here then. You know these walls? They're made of gray rock, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to gray rock you. And I stand there.
Have you ever thought about how small you are? How very teeny tiny.
What an interesting observation.
Another observation is how, with each little bit of divinity you grow, the tastier of a meal you'll be when we finally meet. So please, keep going. Don't die. I'd like several of you to stay alive until we meet.
Thank you. That's very nice of you.
Do take care. And, of course, if you change your mind, just ask Erastus how to contact me. Ta-ta!
Ta-ta.
And in the next moment, she's gone, leaving you standing before the towering statue of Moloch.
Moloch, sounds like you made some bad choices. I'm not going to make those same choices, because I'm not going to ever be under that bitch's authority to rebel against her. So this whole stone thing and whatever she said about, like, giving me something about contraptions, no. We're not on the same journey at all. Morduck, it's been swell. I have a friend who really liked this statue. Her name is Martha. She'd think it's very fucking cool.
Martha, what are you dreaming about?
I don't think Martha's dreaming. I think it's just, that when you have that really good sleep and it's just
Oh, yeah.
quiet, dreamless, just, I'm going to be so fucking refreshed in the morning. It's a lot of a lot of things just happened. So just.
Pent up a lot of things?
Mm-hmm. A lot of things were resolved. I just checked my roll. I had rolled a 24 in my last performance check. So that's what I'm saying is it's like.
Ah, that's right. You rolled a 24 versus Tohri, what did you roll?
I got a 17, which I think is respectable.
It's been a long day. You already jizzed once.
Ew.
So gross.
Oh, actually, I don't know if you did. You maybe didn't.
Ew.
We don't know your cookie situation.
Oh.
No, Martha blew his mind fair and square.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how is Tohri sleeping, actually?
Tohri he's trancing, so he doesn't sleep.
That's weird.
It's technically not asleep.
That's weird.
He's trancing. It's a different thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's eyes open? He's like staring
No.
at Martha.
No.
Is he watching Martha sleep?
It depends on what time of night it is, because if he is in the trance period, then no, he's just kind of lying there,
Being unsettling.
recuperating, I guess.
Yeah.
Martha,
Yes.
you're wafting in a dreamless sleep, and colors swim and mix and coalesce into a location. Your childhood home. You haven't thought about it in a while. The bright spring in the Golden Cathedral realm reminded you what it was like in the more temperate climates of your home, and perhaps that's what brought your thoughts to grass and sunshine. You look around to take in the familiar trees and shapes of the land of your property. And stepping out of your house is a tall, fiendish man who you know immediately. He gets within speaking distance. He stops walking. His face regards you blankly, flatly, as if he's about to set about a chore. I hope you didn't think you could just get away with it. Do you think I forgot about you?
Wait, time out. Is it Asmodeus?
Yeah, it's Asmodeus.
Okay, just checking. It's like, it's not my dad, is it?
Was your dad a fiend? Was your dad fiendish?
I don't know.
The man who approaches you is 8 feet tall, has enormous horns curving forward from the back of his head. His footfalls are heavy, and you notice a tail whips behind him as he walks.
Hey, no, I knew you'd, like, everyone reads my pamphlets and my books. I knew you'd be coming.
Well, your value will certainly go up posthumously. Or will it? Because I can't just let you die a hero. That's not how you make an example. No. First, I'm gonna have to ruin you. I'll have to turn all of your allies against you, make your family hate you or be dead. I'll have to make you a pariah. And then, when you beg me for death, then I'll kill you.
Martha's gonna swing her warhammer at him.
Go for it. Roll a wisdom check.
Oh, come on. That's fucked up. Oh, you know what? That's a 15. That's a 17 minus 2.
You swing your warhammer, and it passes through his body like smoke. Ooh, temper, temper, little one. In time.
I'm going to kill you.
I look forward to watching you try.
Did Asmodeus threaten to cancel Martha? Is that?
Yeah, he's trying. Yeah, the fucking woke gods trying to cancel Martha.
Gonna get her deplatformed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like very tempted to have Martha try it with her shillelagh, but I'm not going to.
Just gets a different thing to hit him with.
Even for Martha, I think that'd be showing her ass a little too much. But the thought crosses her mind. She's like, well, no, but but the warhammer is also magical.
I just think that it's very important that you know. As you watch your friends die around you, unable to help them, and your family disappear and curse your name, that this is what happens. And he steps away from you, backing out of your dream. When you fuck with me. And then he's gone.
She waits until she's sure he's gone. She goes, yeah, you better run.
All of you are awakened with a start by screaming.
Oh,
Fuck. All right.
from where?
To Martha and Tohri, outside your room. To Erastus, you wake, no Sven beside you. The screaming continues outside your room. Gentry, you were also in a bedroom upstairs, right?
Yeah, of course. I wasn't like doing that in the living room. I have some decorum.
Do you?
I'm a lady.
Then also, outside of your rooms, all of you, outside your rooms into the main area.
Okay.
Going to check that out.
Leap up and run out there.
Okay. All right. Wait. How quickly do we run out of our rooms? How close?
That's an individual choice. You've all seen Tohri's business.
I hustle into my clothes and listen at the door.
Martha leaps up, grabs her warhammer, and runs out the door.
I'd similarly get up, grab my short sword, and go out the door.
Yeah, I mean, I put my dress wrapped up and I also grab all my shit and run out the door. I tend to be following everyone so that I can actually take care of them and keep them in my aura of protections.
Do not burden me with your needless solicitude.
It won't be a burden when it works.
I feel like I would have followed them out after hearing them all run down the stairs, so I'm possibly standing on the balcony up there.
Great. The three of you rush out of your rooms, down the stairs, into the main area where you find Sven, doubled over in agony. He very quickly opens, no longer doubled, his body stiff, every muscle painfully clenched. Screaming with pain, he clutches an object in his right hand, and now he's levitating. And as he slowly rises, his unbuttoned shirt falls open, and you can see words begin to appear on his chest. They're carved deep in his flesh before your eyes as if by an invisible, steady hand. And to your eyes, Gentry, the wounds glow with divine energy. Sven's screaming stops abruptly, and he's entranced as he recites the words as they appear on his body. No wildfire.
I cast silence.
His lips move. You hear not a sound, but you see the words unfold on his chest, his lips mouthing them. They say, no wildfire fears the candle. No drop unnerves the wave. The hearth keeper, thou soft, pure flame, soon swallowed by the blaze. And then Sven bursts into flame.
Oh, crap.
A wild conflagration, silent because of your silence, and you watch him disintegrate piece by piece and fall to the ground in a pile of ashes. Within this ash lies an object.
That's cinematic as fuck.
I point at the object and I say, a gift from Asmodeus.
It's still silence.
I'll remove it. I'll remove it once Sven bursts into flames.
You remove silence just in time to hear the last of the pfft.
And hear me go, fuck!
What the hell was that?
It's a gift from Asmodeus. It's a summoning trinket.
What?
The fuck? Oh my god, we finished each other's sentences now.
There's a huge bang on the door.
That's not going to be good.
Another bang.
Anyone going to get that?
No.
No, Sven just exploded.
Another bang, and it begins to splinter.
Oh, God, jeez. That shouldn't be able to happen. I start going down towards the door.
I'm going to drink an experimental elixir.
Tohri is going towards the door and shifting into his half form while he goes.
Did you destroy Sven's body so I couldn't do anything with it? I wasn't going to.
Thank you.
I wouldn't
Thank
have.
you, Jess.
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't
Really?
have. I learned my lesson.
Oh, doubt.
Thank you, Jess.
We would have had Gentry's zombie former lovers of Erastus. Just an army of them.
Oh, God, a collection.
It's not the army I want.
Everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
The door smashes again. You can hear the wood splintering. Tohri, you go first.
I'm going to position myself adjacent to the door, and I am going to ready because I only pulled out my short sword, I'm going to ready that. If a hostile person comes through or somebody I don't recognize comes through, I'm doing a stab.
Sorry, I love just in case it's hostile. Like it might be fucking Shalty.
It could be Shalty. You don't know what we've been through.
I got 3 fish today.
You don't know what we've been through in the 2 months you were gone. You don't know how we bonded.
I'm going to cast Bless as a 2nd level spell to buff all of us. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, everyone can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Woo! And how long does that last?
1 minute.
I like that. I have to use my action to put on my armor and take my experimental elixir, which will be number 2, which is swiftness. Drinker's walking speed increases by 10 feet for an hour.
Nice.
I'm ready to rain fire down from above. That's why I'm staying in my perch position, because I have projectiles will use.
The door slams again, and you see the tip of a glaive thrust through it and
Oh, Christ.
chip away at the wood. When it's pulled out, there's enough of a gap for a hellish muzzle to shove its teeth through and bark through the door.
I don't want to kill a dog.
I don't think this is a dog in a traditional sense.
Do I recognize it?
None of you have seen one of these before.
I cast Holy Weapon, and I'm going to imbue my crossbow with some magic. I'm also going to ready that weapon for if this bad boy bursts through.
As you pull your crossbow out, you cast a hand over it and imbue it with holy energy, and you brace and point it at the door. Tohri, it's your turn. There's a muzzle snapping through the door.
Yeah, I'll take a swing at it. Why not? I will bonus action to activate my rage, and then I'll stab at it with my short sword. Is this... Would I be snuck? Does it know I am here?
It does not know you are there.
Okay, 6. So I am going to make this a sneak attack.
I just love how murdery you just made yourself by having sneak attack and rage at the same time.
So long as I'm using a finesse weapon and I'm not trying to cast magic, nothing says I can't do both at the same time.
True.
Sick. So with that advantage, that is a 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
I like it because we generally think of barbarians as being like big and I like and your rage is more seething.
Totally.
It is.
So you can still be sneaky.
Exactly. Gentry gets it.
Or Dana does. Gentry does not.
Gentry doesn't know what's happening. Dana gets it. So that is 22 damage, non-magical slashing on the demon muzzle.
You stab it up underneath and pull your blade out. It yelps and snarls and bleeds everywhere as it pulls its nose out through the door.
Ew.
Let's take a break.
I'm gonna have to fix that, I yell as I pull my sword back. You broke my door!
This episode was brought to you by Quantic.com.
Quantic Bank is a fully digital CDFI bank that is basically all the benefits of a credit union, but you can be from anywhere. They have a ton of non-traditional mortgage options to basically help anybody trying to get a house. Quantic's goal is to make sure that everyone can achieve the dream of homeownership, which is something that is really not that accessible right now, considering the economy.
And that's what Quantic does. Quantic works for their customers. They want people that may have a hard time finding a mortgage or a loan from a traditional bank get funding for their dreams, whatever those dreams may be. They can do a mortgage for people that don't necessarily have a social security number or don't work a 9-to-5 who work in the gig economy. They take those high yield deposits and they turn them into homes and small business loans for people just like you, creatives who need creative solutions for banking.
So if you're interested, go to Quantic.com, that's QUONTIC.com, and look into their non-traditional loans.
I'm going to cast web on the door. I Spider-Man a bunch of goo, and the web fills up to a 20-foot cube from that point for the duration. It's a concentration spell. It can last for up to 1 hour, so I have essentially plugged the hole yet again.
So, as Tohri and Martha stand ready, staring laser-focused at the door, it is suddenly completely covered in webbing.
Was there a window in the bedchamber that I came from?
Upstairs, yes, there is a window.
I would like to use my bonus action to go look out the window.
You rush back into your room and you peek out the slits in the walls of the battlements. Give me an investigation check.
We're going to go with the 18. I have advantage on investigation.
With an 18, you peer through the window. You look out over the snowy clearing. You all have your fortress a bit a ways from the water, but at a really great vantage point where it's high ground. You can see around you a very good distance, but it's also a little bit tiered. There are a couple of layers of 10, 15-foot drops down as the terrain slants downward toward the sea. And as you look in that direction, you can see that on the other side of one of those tiers, something is glowing red. And it's really big. You can see at one end with your high investigation check, one small figure, dressed in red robes, their arms outstretched above their heads, It looks like they're casting some kind of active spell.
We got a wizard.
We got a wizard!
Do I recognize the wizard?
You do not recognize the wizard, but you see that from the area that's glowing, which you can't get a clear look at from where you sit right now, things are flying up out of it.
Oh no.
Little creatures on glowing, smoldering bat wings.
I'm going to stay at the battlements. Can I send a message to my homies?
You can yell.
Yeah.
You could
I'm
just
gonna yell.
Yeah.
I'm going to yell.
We're in the same building.
Hey, guys. It's not just a dog we have to worry about. There is a wizard making fire bats between us and the sea.
With that, the door slams again. This time it splinters harder and the glaive presses through and waves about. But now you can see through a hole that the door and the web stand between you and a dark, enraged demon. He's holding a giant glaive and he's got a beard that looks like spiny tentacles.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Watch out, Erastus.
When you were saying glaive, I was thinking about in The Princess Bride when he is...
To glaive.
To glaive!
To glaive.
And I was like, I don't know what this made-up word means.
A long pole-armed weapon with a blade at the end of it.
What is the save on your dexterity saving throw for the web?
15.
And that's only 14. This devil punches the glaive through the door, wiggles it around, and tries to pull it out, but the glaive itself gets stuck, and you can all see him yanking on the glaive.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Happens to the best of us.
If the webbing was busted through enough that I could see the demon tentacle bad man, I will I will have that trigger my crossbow to shoot the bad man.
When you see the devil beyond the door, your held action triggers, and you fire at him.
Oh, that's probably not going to hit. What is it? 16.
A 16 does hit. What's your damage?
Okay, 20 total.
You take the opportunity to fire through the hole at the devil. The night lights up with the damage that you deal him, and you hear him scream on the other side with pain and rage.
That was very satisfying, so I'll just shoot him again with it. And as a bonus action, I'll get my titties out. Oh wait, my tits can't get to him, huh?
The range of spiritual weapon is 60 feet. You can cast it anywhere within 60 feet. She can cast it outside.
Magical titties.
Because the range is 60 feet. She can cast it anywhere she can see within 60 feet.
I can see through that hole in the spell.
She can cast spiritual weapon next to the enemy.
To glaive.
But once she has cast it, you can only move it 20 feet a turn. So if the enemy moves 30 feet away, you then have to, as a bonus action, move them towards him again. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast it right outside the web where the beardy tentacle man is and hit him with my titties. So 16 plus 9, total 25. That is my turn, and that is because Gentry went all out this time because she's a little bit wrecked right now internally with what she witnessed and what she read, and she is
I was like, how hard were you going at it earlier tonight?
Yeah.
What? Oh, no, Sven.
Emotionally.
Talking about
Yeah.
the immolation that we just witnessed.
Got it. Thank you.
It's been a night.
Gross, Flanders.
Yeah.
Great, it's Tohri's turn.
I didn't bring a ranged weapon down with me because I just grabbed my sword and I'm naked in the main foyer. And
You what? You didn't put on clothes?
No! I didn't put on clothes. You said they were screaming. I just left. Everyone's already seen it. Tori's not shy.
He's literally standing there, sans clothes, holding a sword.
100%. Yeah. Did I not make that clear when I said Tohri does not get dressed? He gets up and goes out the door.
You are gonna love this later. Continue.
Because Erastus is saying that there are more creatures, I think that I need other weapon. So I am going to try and run back up to the room where I put all my stuff, the bedroom where all my stuff is, so I can grab my short bow as well. So I race up there for flavor. I want to say I ignore stairs and I just kind of like parkour up to the balcony, hop over the railing, get into there. Tohri's got hops.
I just feel like that can't feel good scrotally.
Oh.
There are bigger fears. There are bigger worries. That can be what Martha's concern is, but mine is shooting the demon on the other side of the door.
No, I get it. I just mean like in the same way that doing gymnastics like without a sports bra would be uncomfortable. I can't imagine doing gymnastics just free balling it.
So bouncing. Great. Gonna not be able to think about that.
Sorry. Welcome to my hell.
Even planted it in my brain. I'm gonna go back and I'm going to grab my short bow and my dagger.
Okay.
I imagine like I have my dagger and whatnot on like a weapon belt.
Uh-huh.
Putting on pants now mid-fight just seems like a waste of time. You know what I'm saying?
So you're going to leave, you're going to not worry about pants, just grab the rest of your weapons?
Kind of, yeah. Like at this moment,
Okay.
when we're being
Okay.
sieged.
Mhm.
Okay.
Great.
It's like a naked man has fewer options for wearing weapons. But
That's what I'm saying. I get like a weapon. I get my weapon belt.
Okay, this is awful.
belt, no pants. Perfect.
I'll
Awful.
put the pants on also. Jess, can I do that in this turn? Do I have enough
No.
time to do that in this
Please
turn?
say no. Please say no. Please say no. I think you have to roll dexterity for it.
Give me a dexterity check to decide if you can get them on this turn or if it will take you 2 turns.
To pants.
Yes, DC 15.
To pants myself. It's a 18 plus 4, so 22.
22. Most people put their pants on one leg at a time. Not Tohri.
Just like a somersault into them.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a feeling Tori's had to get dressed in a hurry once or
Yeah.
twice
Oh, certainly. Oh, most certainly.
per week for his entire life.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's going to leap into his pants, into his tasteful slacks, and he's going to, he'll quickly pull those up along with his weapon belt, grab his short bow and some ammo, go back to the balcony where Erastus is.
I'm not on the balcony. I'm glassing the horizon.
With both feet, you somersault into the pants, the magic pants
Yes.
that you picked up from Fox.
The magic pants you pulled off a corpse.
Yep. I looted a corpse for these pants so that I could fit in them,
And now you are bepanted,
and now I am bepanted.
beslacked,
Yes.
The tasteful slack.
betasteful slack.
If you will, Jess, I use my movement to get here. I'm going to use my bonus action to fast hands use an object to put pants on.
Okay.
And then
That's fair,
if there's
yeah.
remainder of my movement, go onto the balcony. And then action to shoot through the hole in the door.
Your speed increases by 10 feet if you start within 5 feet of me.
Amazing.
Which I think you did.
Perfect.
Yeah.
My aura of alacrity.
My total movement speed is 55 then.
Oh my God. Yeah, you can zoom all over this place in your 6 seconds. This is insane.
Yay!
He is canonically a cat and he just has the zoomies.
Totally.
I have such zoomies right now. I was woken up at 3 a.m. with the zoomies.
All right, shoot your shit.
Thanks, wifey. If I got moving, I'll hop down. I will stop right before Sven's ashes on the floor.
Oh, yes.
I will draw my short bow and I will shoot upon the demon through the webbed hole in the door.
Fantastic.
And that will be a 28 to hit.
You loose an arrow through the hole in the webbing that exists and the hole in the door, and it hits this bearded devil who shrieks.
I'm sorry. Bearded devil, are you talking about my husband?
I know, it's hilarious. Hits this bearded devil and makes him explode into flames.
Oh,
Nice.
fun.
Way to go, babe.
Then it's Martha's turn.
Okay, I want to for the bees towards my room to get more weapons and get a different view out a different window.
Okay.
I for the bees to my bedroom door, grab the rest of my weapons, and sneak a peek out the window.
So you gaze out your window through the northwest corner. Through your line of sight, you can see a few trees, the forest, where they chopped some trees down to make the boats. And beyond them, you can see the 2 boats that Tohri and Sven made resting on the ice a little ways off from the water.
Sweet. So there's not monsters there. I grab the rest of my weapons and I leap back down for the beesing to where I had been standing now that I'm fully equipped.
I'm totally hand-waving that you just took two 30-foot movements, but it's totally fine in this context.
Look, I feel like my For the Bees speed the vertical, I think, doesn't really count.
Yes, it does.
I have an aura of alacrity. That's an extra 10 feet.
That's fine. Okay.
Technically, if she has not used her action, she could choose to dash as an action, which would give her an additional 30 feet of movement.
Haha, that's what I did. I dashed. Thanks, Clippy, husband.
Perfect.
It's like porno logic. Why are you stuck in the dryer?
Martha's gonna pay Erastus to engrave wifey on her armor.
Oh my God.
Just really leaning into it. Tohri referred to me as wifey, and it really
Tickled something?
tickled something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Before Erastus's turn, you're all fixated on this hole in the door and the webbing, and suddenly it's blocked by a struggling little creature, a gray demonic-looking little impish guy who's hissing and sparking and caught in the webs, but he turns his head toward Martha.
He's a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. He turns his head towards Martha and exhales a cone of cinder breath at you.
Oh.
Do a DC 11 dexterity saving throw.
That's a 14.
A 14 saves. The breath wafts over you, ash and spark and dust and smoke. It makes you cough and choke, and your eyes are watering, but you aren't blinded, which is what would have happened had you not saved.
Suck it.
It's Erastus's turn.
I'm glassing the horizon.
You're glassing the horizon. You're seeing little guys flying up out of the red glow.
How far away from me are they?
The nearest one is as close as 10 feet.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
fuck.
Oh, they're very close. Okay.
How many of them are there?
You can see two.
How far away is the wizard?
The wizard's very far, 50 feet.
Oh, that ain't shit. I guess since there's 3 enemies, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile, clocking the 2 little guys and the wizard.
You fire off your magic missiles, pew pew, and they sail off into the night. One lands on one of the little flying creatures, and it screeches, and you see a little puff of flames, but it is still flying. The second one hits another of those creatures, and it also wavers, clearly was wounded by it. And the third fires off, and it hits this person casting a spell. They falter for a moment with the damage, but you see them raise their hands again.
Well, I'm gonna, move my face away from the window, and I'm gonna wait for my next turn.
Downstairs, you feel more slamming against the door, more splintering. Outside the door, you see a hellhound slamming its body against the door, breaking it against the webbing.
Oh, so wait, the hellhound and the little guy.
Are both at the door. The little guy is actually stuck for the moment in the webbing.
So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna shoot my crossbow. I'm gonna shoot it real hard. I'm gonna shoot it so goddamn hard. I'm gonna shoot it so hard that I hope it goes through that little guy. All the way through, boy. I don't know if that's a thing you can actually do, but I'm good. I say I wanna do it.
Intention matters.
I do not do it. That's an 8.
Wait, even with bless?
That is a, 8 plus 4?
12?
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
Are you telling me a winged Smeagol?
It probably wouldn't go through him, but
It just meets his AC.
okay, yeah. So it probably doesn't go through him.
You brace yourself like you're gonna deliver the most badass fucking shot. But your finger kind of slips at the last minute. You're like, whoopsie daisy. And it just kind of, it hits him right in the shoulder. And he goes, yeah! And then your radiant damage goes poof. And the whole thing, the entire mephit itself explodes. Poof.
Amazing.
Into a cloud of smoke. Martha and Gentry roll Constitution saves.
21
9. Wait, what's the plus? It's plus 5.
plus 5 and also plus 1d4.
So 9, 11.
You just met the save. Both of you get a little bit of dust in your throats and you're coughing, but you are able to stand your ground and not get sick from whatever infects this creature. Tohri, your turn.
I will use my bonus action to steady aim. Tohri takes a knee, pulls another arrow from his quiver, and fires off another short bow at the hellhound through the web, which will be a sneak attack if it hits. I'm sacrificing my movement for the round to do this, but I got a lot. 24 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
The damage is 22.
Is it a magical bow? It's mundane.
It is not. It's a mundane, non-magic sad boy short bow.
You do 22 sad boy damage to the dog. The arrow remains lodged in its shoulder. It can't move as well. It's chomping at the tits, which are incorporeal. It's
Chomping at the tits. Ah!
I don't like that.
It's actually champing at the tits.
champing.
Is
it?
No, I'm just.
I need an adult.
Puns.
It's throwing its body against the webbing. It's on its last legs. Martha, it's your turn.
I'm gonna javelin through the opening. I'm gonna chuck my javelin through. 18 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
And my damage is. Well, it's embarrassing. 3.
3?
Too bad you can't lucky that.
3 damage.
So, technically 3 does it.
Yes! I like to think I just barely nicked him, but it was an artery.
That's great. I like that. It went sailing past him. It just barely nicked his neck. And the blood that pours forth is actually a little unsettling.
We're in a Tarantino film. It's just like,
Yes.
Oh, yes. And the dog falls down dead.
Can I just do a quick, this is probably pretty useless investigation check just to see if I see it. What's coming up next?
Roll an investigation check. Yeah, do that.
That was a 16.
With a 16 investigation check, you move into that hole in the webbing and you peer through it with your beautiful Instagram eyes. And you see beyond it, climbing up the hill, more mephits, more hounds, originating from some strange orange reddish glow further down the hill.
Fuck, guys, there's a bunch of these motherfuckers coming. But I did see the boats are clear. Should we just make a break for it? I feel like we're gonna get trapped in here. We should just run for the boats and head out.
Erastus says there was a wizard's killing him.
Can I have my turn before you guys start fucking yammering? Jesus Christ.
It's I'm communicating.
Erastus, it's your turn.
I communicate with my weapons.
Typical man.
And you know what? I am going to cast Magic Missile at a 3rd level.
Okay, so they followed the same trajectory as last time. One hits the first mephit. When it makes contact, that mephit explodes into a burst of lava.
Oh, fuck.
Your next missile fires off, hits the second one. It's definitely faltering in its flight. One more hit will probably do it. And the third one, over towards the person casting the spell. Once again, they falter, but they do not cease their chanting. As you assess the damage that was done by your turn, Erastus only, you see a larger moving shape, a shadow cresting over the ridge from the red glow. You can't make it out yet. It's outlined in black, but you see a wide, longhorn pair of horns rising up from below the ridge.
Guys, we got an Ongajuk or a giant horned creature, or both. I don't know, but incoming.
I thought Ongachuk was a whale?
It's whale-sized.
Gentry, it's your turn.
There's something in the pile of ash that was left by Sven.
A little object, yes.
I want to get that object.
You use your movement to go pick up the object. It is a small, 2-inch by 2-inch by 2-inch little black cube. It's got diamond inlays. And on one side, a heart-shaped chatelaine lock.
That actually sounds really cute. Do I know what it is?
You don't.
I'm just going to pocket it for now. And I would like to encourage us to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do if they're gonna keep coming, and if there's a horn creature on the horizon. Team huddle. Do we need to get the fuck out of here?
Erastus said there's a dude summoning them. Kill the dude.
Yeah, I'm not leaving a perfectly good fort. It's a fortress on top of a hill, y'all.
They're not gonna stop coming until we kill the dude. You think
So
we
we have to leave the fortress probably to go out to kill him.
Okay, I will kill the fucking guy.
Oh, God. Go to the roof. Fire from the roof.
Rain down death from above.
Okay.
You two cover us. Tohri, you and I, let's go fucking get him. Sneak attack. Let's go get him. All I know is, once again, Tohri and I, stronger together. Stay in my aura, baby.
Oh, good Lord.
Watch the door. I'll provide cover.
Why don't we both provide cover from the roof?
You do what you want to do. I am going to stay by my vantage point that has been hitting every turn.
I'm going to go do cover from the roof then.
So Gentry, you go to the roof. Martha and Tohri,
We're heading out.
you're heading out the front door.
We're off to see the wizard.
I will shout to Erastus, can you get rid of the web?
It is dispelled.
Perfect.
Erastus dispels the web and the boards of the door clatter to the floor.
Because I am faster than Martha, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna pick up Martha and almost have her tucked under my arm like a football as I start bolting out the door. And I am going to spend as much movement as I can to get as close to that guy as I can. Carrying somebody will have my movement speed, but it's currently 55 and I will dash if need be. So I can move 55 feet.
So the question is, how far are you going to go before you decide to stop?
Okay.
Knife deep.
Because as Gentry rushes upstairs, as you pick up your bride and...
Finally carrying me across the threshold.
Yes.
Except out.
and jump out into the night with your expanded view, and especially yours, Gentry, as you crest over the roof of the battlement and look out, you can now see the battlefield clearly. You can see that on a ledge between your fortress and the sea, two people are busy chanting and waving their arms. Between them, a rift to hell has opened like a pit of magma in the middle of the snowy clearing. From that pit, pouring forth are mephits of magma and smoke, dogs of different colors, and moving slowly, climbing out of the pit, is a size class large demon holding a many-tailed whip that glitters with electricity. Gentry, you recognize this being. He is Moloch, the lieutenant from your dream.
Of course he is.
He cracks his whip and howls toward the fortress.
Roll for sexy. You're cracking a whip.
Oh, but what's the number, though? You gotta give us the number.
All right. Let's see if he's got any charisma on that.
Ooh, this might be the least sexy whipping ever.
It was a 5 plus 6 charisma. Not bad.
Okay.
Mid.
Needs to work on that snap.
We'll try another time or two.
Oh, God.
And that is the end.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I have a plan.
Oh, jeez.
It's a good one.
My plan is to throw Martha at it.
No, I was actually I could probably for the bees and be lighter and then not really slow you down.
That's true.
I don't know if for the bees is volume based. I like to think it is. So if I say just speaking tone for the bees, I just become neutral buoyancy.
As opposed to floating. Yeah.
Yeah, if I say for the bees, that's how I get up.
It's like a theremin.
And while you're up there, you have to keep going ee.
Bees.
Yeah, absolutely.
The last thing many a bad guy has heard is and their head gets chopped off.
Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of I Seduce the Dragon. If you'd like to watch more episodes, keep in touch with us, rate, comment, subscribe, all those good things. You can find us on our social medias. We are at ISTD Pod pretty much everywhere. We also have a Patreon if you want to come and become one of our best friends for just $5. Get access to a bunch of cool extras as well as, just support the show. We really appreciate it if you would do that. But, we love you anyway. Come back next week and join us for another episode next Tuesday.